All right, jumping back into the tournament for Nap Tackle 3 and E3rd. We are going against the Luca Goers. Ronso Fangs taking on the Al-Bed Sykes. Let's just jump in. So we got a few people we're facing. We got Tackle Slip out there. I haven't seen a lot of Tackle Slip too, but I'm hopeful that it will spread, you know. The kill could be for using it, so in theory, it should just start moving around. But yeah, let's see what we can do. All right, so Letty with the ball. So we're actually going to pass all the way back to Bada, then to Walk. I mean, this is a classic. It's a classic move for us. Pass to Bada, then to Waka, then to goal. That's really what we do. And genuinely, it does work really, really well. Like, it is an absolute, like, 100% it works. It's functional. We can confirm it is functional. That is basically what I'm seeing. Waka's shoot is halved. Thankfully, Wither does not take hold until after. So that's good. That's actually a point of debate. What do you guys think? Do you guys think Wither should take hold immediately? I feel like it maybe should, but I don't know. Is that just busted? Is that just broken? If, like, immediately upon being withered, you're just like, it's over? Like, Waka's shoot is now 33? I don't know. I can't tell if that would be just, like, stupid or, you know. Because I feel like in terms of balance, Wither might be where it's supposed to be. You know, like, it's good. Wither's good. I think Venom is sort of weak. I understand the whole, like, oh, well, they can't use techniques. Well, who cares? And then Nap is broken, I think. I think Nap should be replaced with, like, a slow, like, your character's slower, maybe, or I don't know. There's a part of me that wants to, like, keep Nap and then just make, like, a fourth technique, and this really falls into the whole, like, thing I was talking about earlier. In a previous video where I was like, oh, I want to add, like, this thing to Blitzball, like, and no matter what, like, as I play more and more Blitzball, it feels like my answer is always going to be like, I want more. Like, I'm never going to be satisfied, you know, which is probably good, right? Because you care about, you know, like, oh, like, I want this to be added, this to be added. Unfortunately, Blitzball is not a live service game. Oh, can you imagine if that happened? Live service meaning like I don't know, Final Fantasy 14 is live service, right? Because you got constant updates, you got a development team working on it, you know, it's not one and done. I mean, that would just be, I'd be very pleased if that happened. Yeah. I hope I got the definition of live service right. I believe that's what they call them. It's going to be very embarrassing if I didn't. Like, I don't know what you guys are talking about. Live service? Xbox Live? Something like that? No, live service Blitzball will be insane. Like, this, like, it's so funny because people are like, oh, would you want, like, a remake of Final Fantasy X? And, like, oh, would you want a prequel? Would you want, like, this and that and so on and so forth? And a completely selfish answer is, like, I want a remake of Final Fantasy X potentially, or a prequel if Blitzball is included. You know what I mean? Like, you know, can you imagine we'd have a new form of Blitzball, and hopefully not. I mean, no offense to Final Fantasy X too. Hopefully not just like Blitzball Manager. I mean, that's cool and everything. I'm not I don't know. I know that was met with like fierce, you know, dislike, but I don't know. Like, it works. I just don't want another game like it. Like, I'm okay with one Blitzball Manager. I can't imagine, though, if you were like a Blitzball fan and you had to play through the entirety of 10-2 and you hated the game, but you're like, once I get to Blitzball, it's going to be good. And then you like start up Blitzball and it's Blitzball Manager. The amount of rage you would have been like, what did they do to my boy? Like, it would have been so good. I don't know why that's funny to me. But, like, if you don't know, Blitzball in Final Fantasy X-2 is introduced in Chapter 5. And Final Fantasy X-2 only has 5 chapters. So it's literally the end of the game. You get access to it. So if you didn't like Blitzball and you were only playing to play Blitzball, like, you are sad. You're very sad. You know. Yeah. Which I get it, you know. So I think how they introduced Sphere Break was really clean, because if you obviously have access to every single area when you start Final Fantasy X-2. If you didn't know that, you do. And I think it was nice that they were like, oh, it's the Blitz off season, so this game's getting traction, and then they had more mini games and stuff. I think that was really well done, because it felt to me like a very plausible explanation for, you know, like, this new game coming out and stuff, you know. And Rin's just, you know, sniping demand. Yeah, I will say, doesn't tend to have a little bit better, like, additions, though. I'm going to say some real ignorant stuff, because I actually don't know a lot about 10-2 Blitzball, despite my name literally being Blitzball Mania. I think I played it a bit, but I don't think I played it too much. Don't they have, like, the Xanark and Abes in there, or am I wrong on that? I thought there was, like, some bonus. I know there's Star Player, which is basically Tidus. They call him Star Player, but it's literally his model. I thought there was, like, the Xanark and Abes or another team to face or something. I don't know. It seems like it could be. I mean, I wish they did, or I think it'd be interesting. Alright, well, time to put down Grave. Put him in the grave. Alright, we're going to push right side. We're just hoping to open up an opportunity for Dotto. Oh, they're doing weird stuff. So they're doing this, like, triangle formation where they collapse it on their goal, and it makes it harder for us to actually make a goal. I think we can do it here, but I want to put emphasis on the I think we can do it here. I'm not really sure. Oh, yeah, we can do it. I forgot Roddy's got withered catch. Yeah, I was doing Sphere Break on the channel for a little bit, too, on this one. I need to look at doing it again. So the whole thing I was doing was, like, I was just playing the like every person basically. So I played, like, the kids in that area, the trainer guy, and I was just gonna do, like, a video for each, like, Sphere Break game. I wasn't gonna do, like, oh, we're gonna play Sphere Break 7 times, because it's always the same game. If I understand it correctly. But that series kind of fell off. I gotta get onto it again. Yeah, it definitely is something I want to do. Just because it's kind of cool. It's fun. It's a good time. Yeah, I've got I haven't found a good save editor for Final Fantasy X-2. So I've just been, like, grinding a save. And getting things I need to record certain things and so on and so forth. I was also looking at, so you guys might have seen another series I did on the channel, which was Albed Translated, which is just me kind of playing through the game, and every single time an Albed scene shows up, I just record it, and I have all the primers so you can see exactly what they're saying. I figured it was nice to have, because it's not, if you don't have that, you just have to look up every single like, individual video, because I don't know if anyone else has done that. I didn't see anything, but, or you've got to replay the entire game for, like, a small bit of information. I don't know, that's what I feel about those videos, though, like, with the small tidbits I'm recording and stuff. Like, the whole reason I upload them is because it's kind of nice to be like, I know there's some people that have the mindset, I want to know this because it's cool, but I don't want to spend 40 hours playing the game to find this small thing, right? Like, that's the idea. So you want someone else to kind of, like, go through and just be like, this is cool. Nice. End of video. Goodbye. It's been, like it saves people a lot of time, which I think they like. And we'll be doing the same for 10-2, although I will say there's very little Al-Bhed in 10-2. Like there's like actual like cutscenes where Al-Bhed is spoken. The first one I've seen, which maybe I'm just not looking hard enough, is when Aurochs is in his shop and the debt collectors come. They're speaking Al-Bhed, so we can get that fully translated. Brother almost always speaks English, right? I mean, always. Like he's always speaking English, and then or Japanese or Korean or whatever your localization is, just not Al-Bhed. It's interesting. I'm trying to think if there's any other scenes. I'll be the first one to admit I'm not a master of Final Fantasy X-2, so I'm struggling to think off the top of my head, like when we see it next. There's a lot in like dialogue, right? Like where you're talking to an individual and it's not like voiced. There's Al-Bhed, but even that's kind of few and far in between. I'm gonna say something bold. I would make the bet that there is 50% more Al-Bhed in 10 than there is in 10-2, like lines. I mean, it just feels like that's the case. Yeah, it's gonna be 7-1. A little bit of experience for them. Level up for Grave. A little bit for us. It's good stuff. Keep us one experience away. Alright, well, Dotto level 63, more HP endurance block. Bottle level 30, more HP endurance pass catch. It's not too bad. So yeah, we 7-1 the Goers, and oh yes, the Fangs 2-1 the Sykes. It's beautiful. Alright, well thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And when you come back, we're going to be playing more Blitzball. Until next time.